minutes remaining. Titans turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Raise Shadow Shaman.
Titans turn to pick.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the WD Pro Series. This is game 1 of the best of 3 between Click and Search and Team Titan. Thank you of course to WD for sponsoring this tournament. Shout out to datbet.net, esports betting, and thanks to Dota Talk for very kindly allowing me to cast this. Should be a pretty interesting series coming up. I haven't seen Click and Search play much since prior to the international. They're being sort of a little bit quiet, I suppose. Titan, on the other hand, we just saw them go up against MVP. I believe they won 2-0, if I'm not incorrect. As well as sort of performing and underperforming in and out. They lost to Scythe last night, 1-2. But they are still one of the stronger teams. I think they've maybe just started boot camping again, or they might still not be in boot camp. So it is expected that they're going to be playing a little bit worse than they were at the international period. But anyway, Click and Search, they're sort of known for the, I don't want to say unusual plays, but a bit different sort of hero pick. So at the moment, looking very meta with the Razor and the Shadow Shaman. We're probably going to be seeing a bit of a harder push lineup coming out. On the other hand, Lycan and Ancient Apparition being picked up for Titan. So equally, a sort of push or teamfight oriented lineup. Titan, usually when they run the Lycan, it is a bit of ratting coming out. So sometimes KYXY plays it. Also seen Yamato play it before, I believe. But normally, he spends the first sort of maybe 10 to 15 minutes pushing down towers, and then he'll join the team once he gets up the Necronomicon or BKB, whatever item he chooses to go for first. So both teams looking like they could go pretty pushing and teamfight oriented. Could see a lot of early game clashes. In terms of ban-outs, Invoker being banned out, been interesting with that one. Haven't seen him being banned out in a while. Doom as well, pretty standard ban-out. The Void and the Death Prophet. So Death Prophet's one of those series that seems to be sort of bouncing into popularity, I suppose would be the way to say it. She used to be sort of one of those series that is frequently ignored, but now people are realizing her potential in teamfights and pushing and generally just being very annoying. More banouts. Offlane is coming out from Titan with the Bristleback and the Tide Hunter. Maybe they're going to grab something like the Centaur for themselves. Click and Search getting rid of the Viper and the Tinker, so sort of mid lane heroes who do decently against the Razor. Tinker purely because he can farm just using the Might of the Machines. He doesn't actually have to go into lane to farm. And once he gets the flash farm going, he's just annoying. Plus, if they want to go more push or teamfight oriented, Tinker can be really, really frustrating. Being able to sort of port in and out of those teamfights and defend any pushes that you throw at him. And Viper generally just a very tanky hero, quite annoying to versus a Razor. I mean, you can definitely win the lane as a Razor, but it's one of those lanes that whoever gets the level advantage usually wins the lane. Razor can sort of outplay with static link, but then Viper at the same sort of time can just all walk him out of lane. So it really depends on whoever gets the advantage, whoever has better rotating supports. Skyreth's been picked up. Since Void's been banned out, that could be an interesting pick, but on the whole it is a very strong support. That silence is great against heroes like Lycan. If you can silence him before the shapeshift, he's sort of just a walking, I guess. He hits alright, but he's not really as scary as when he's in shapeshift form. Great against Ancient Apparition as well. If you can get the concussive shot and the Ancient Seal off, then Mystic Flow will pretty much just one-shot him, and same with Witch Doctor as well. So Skyreth is quite nice against these sort of squishy heroes, as well as being generally very strong in the laning phase, being able to harass people out of lane with the Arcane Bolt. But Click and Search, they've got their probably two supports. I mean, you might see Skyreth go into the mid lane, though I doubt it. I think Razor's more likely to be that mid lane hero, so they need two other cores, probably a carry and an offlaner. Some counter push could be nice, just to deal with that Lycan, so something like maybe an Axe for the offlaner, possibly. He is not as great against the Ancient Apparition though, since A sort of eats up tanky heroes with that Ice Blast, meaning that any damage they take won't heal. And you got to remember also the Ancient Apparition plus the Witch Doctor Malady plus Ice Blast is pretty insane in those team fights, not to mention the Death Ward doing damage as well. it looks like Titan have got some really strong, those squishy supports. So Click and Search probably want to capitalize on that. So like I said, Axe could be an option purely because he's a counter to the Lycan. Otherwise, Centaur is another sort of hero that could do quite well. The double edge really rips through these squishy intelligence heroes. But they're thinking about it. Otherwise, in terms of cores, well, the field is really open. It depends on if they want to go more push or more teamfight oriented, or if they want to just grab sort of a late game carry for Jules. I mean, it is Jules, so he might want to pick up something like the Spectre that everyone seems to love, or the Morphling or an Anti-Mage. Against the Lycan though, it's hard to tell because they need to get some hardcore anti-push, or else Lycan's just going to be able to push down the towers while Jules is still getting his farm up. So possibly they want to grab their offlaner now to create space. The problem with grabbing sort of a carry now is that Titan then have got 2 picks to counter pick that carry, since Titan do have sort of the last pick, the very last pick that is, as well as the next pick after this. So man, they are really, really thinking about it. Really, really thinking about it. I don't know, well, who could they grab that would go well with their players? And we haven't seen much of them recently, so it's hard to tell. Alright, they're going to go for the Juggernaut. Is this going to be a mid-Shadow Shaman? Skireth Mage and Juggernaut is one of the more popular roaming combos at the moment in the Southeast Asian scene. I've seen it, God, in like 3 or 4 games recently. Just having that concussive shot and then the Blade Fury as well as the Ancient Steel. It's a lot of damage going into those supports. Although I suppose the Juggernaut could be run as a carry. Mid-Shadow Shaman, we did see it run 2 nights ago, I believe. But it didn't really work out. Shadow Shaman couldn't get much done. 1 second.
5 seconds remain.
So, casually just having a coughing fit. So, Titan now, in terms of lockdown, they haven't got much. They also haven't got anything that's going to be able to shut this Juggernaut down with the Blade Fury, so maybe they're going to be interested with grabbing some sort of hardcore disable. Like I said, Centaur isn't always an option. There's a lot of these offlaners have been banned out already, so whatever they want to grab, they must have already had it in mind, since they did ban out offlaners, and they haven't really got one at the moment. So, against the Juggernaut, you could even go for something that we don't see much in the metagame, like the Beastmaster. Beastmaster honestly isn't bad with that Lycan just having the hail damage onto the boar. I mean, the boar isn't really a DPS unit, but always nice to have extra damage onto units. Otherwise, I suppose they could go for Ohio's Nature's Prophet. Not so much for his ability to counter Juggernaut. I suppose he can a little bit with sort of stopping with a spin. Oh no, is this KYX5 Venom? Oh, please no. Every time I've seen them run the Carry Mensa, they've lost. I have not seen them win with the Carry. Actually, maybe I have, but it was not due to KYX5 carrying. It was due to the enemy team throwing. Either way, okay. Maybe it's going to be offlane Venomancer being played by Ohio. So it looks like we've got 3 support heroes at this point in time, but of course Venomancer is going to be that core. So it could be mid or could be offlane. I suppose against a Razor he's not bad in the mid lane, just sort of spamming down the Plague Wards. And sort of harassing using the Poison Sting and the Queen of Pain coming out, so probably going to be aggressive Tri-Lane maybe coming out from these 3, or even a solo Juggernaut. I'm not really sure. I mean, the thing is they could have Juggernaut support, like I said. Razor is the 1 position, Shadow Shaman mid lane, Queen of Pain on the easy lane or on the off lane. They could have Queen of Pain mid, Razor is the core position, Juggernaut on the off lane, Skireth and Shadow Shaman support. I mean, this lineup is one of those ones that's really, really variable, and it doesn't really look like there's any hero that has to go to a certain lane. There's really not, because these heroes can do pretty much anything. They can even have Shadow Shaman and Juggernaut support and Skireth mid lane. It's really just a lineup that doesn't reveal too much. So Titan now, they've sort of got 3 support heroes. It looks like they're going for a 4 protect 1 in a way, just having 4 very well supportive heroes, and even another one coming out with the Wind Ranger. So this is going to be interesting. Both teams haven't really got a hard carry. Of course, Lycan can carry, Wind Ranger can carry, as we saw earlier today. The Juggernaut can carry, Queen of Pain. I mean, there's a lot of heroes that can carry, but, normally when you see Jules play, you're expecting, that Spectre, you're expecting the Anti-Mage, Morphling, a hero that just farms a whole bunch and then team fights. But, hey, Jules on Queen of Pain. Should be interesting. Yeah? Could be. I don't know. Depends where he's going. Is he going to be mid lane Queen of Pain? I feel like last time I saw them play, Jules was actually taking the mid lane. Though, no, maybe not. Maybe the lineup's completely changed, in fact. Looking at the click and search lineup, this does not look like the same lineup last time I saw them play. It's like a completely new lineup. Apart from Bogsy. Yeah, this is completely new people. I just noticed, I was thinking, I swear to God I knew the people on Click and Search. I remember Bogsy, and of course I remember Jules, but the other three, it used to be Chemo, R, and Rara, and Joven subbing in, but now it's a bunch of new people. Well, I guess they're not that new because they're on the roster. Well, either way, I'll go through the players on CNS's side while we're waiting, I suppose. That setting is not correct. I'm going to fix that before the game starts. Otherwise, that's going to drive me crazy. There we go. Alright, beautiful. So we're going to be having Jules playing the Queen of Pain. Love Heart, aka I believe that's Mission Heart, is going to be, I believe, maybe it's not. It's hard to tell. I'm just going to call him Love Heart. He's playing the Shadow Shaman. MRB is playing the Juggernaut. Bogsy playing the Skyrath Mage. And Polo is my name on the Razor. On the side of Titan, we've got Yamata on the Wind Ranger, so mid lane. Possibly. Sometimes we see KYX, we're taking the mid lane on the Lycan. But either way, KYX we're on the Lycan. Ohio playing the Venomancer in the off lane. And Extinct and Net. Let's take a guess. Extinct is going to be playing the AA. No, the Witch Doctor. And Net's going to be playing the AA. I guessed that right. I totally did. I just fumbled over my words. Wow, AA doesn't even exist right now. That's right, you can't zoom in anymore. You have to press this button. But pause sitting as you'd expect. Alright, so what are we seeing for lanes? Support Shadow Shaman, support Skyrath, so it's going to be a core Juggernaut. Razor with boots first could be, no, probably going to be off lane or easy lane. Going to be the side lane at least. Jules has got mid item, so Jules is going to be heading to the mid lane. But they are going to be rotating his 5 to the enemy jungle. The same with Titan, who are now smoked up, heading down towards this bottom jungle. Both teams are in fact doing the exact same thing. Neither of them are going to find anything. Both teams hoping to get that first blood. It looks like both teams could be running an aggressive tri lane though. I think it depends. I think CNS have more to gain from running that aggressive tri lane, trying to shut down the Lycan. Given that they have got more carries on their lineup, the more they can shut down the Lycan, the easier game is going to be. Because Yamata, like I said, Wind Ranger can be a carry. Venomancer also can be a carry, but it looks like since they didn't meet each other in the enemy jungle, they are going to be rotating the tri lanes. Both teams, in fact, possibly. So Titan is sort of lurking on the high ground now, maybe waiting to catch a kill. They will be spotting Ohio, who's sort of lurking in the mid lane, possibly. Maybe trying to initiate a kill on him. If Ohio walks up this hill now, he is in trouble. He runs into 5 heroes. Oh, 4 heroes, sorry. But either way, he's going to be going down for the first blood. Shadow Shaman getting the last hit there. They were sort of hoping for the exact same thing to happen, but it looks like they are going to be running an aggressive tri lane. The thing is, though, they can easily rotate and abandon this Razor if they need to. They have got a decent offlaner with a Razor, especially the lane against the Venomancer. Venomancer probably will win this lane, but they will find enough. And actually, they're going to be initiating on to the Juggernaut on the bot lane, but he's already got boots, so he's pretty much safe. They've only got one real reliable lockdown with Paralyzing Cask, and other than that, he's just good to sort of spin his way away, prance away. They're actually blocking the jungle here, possibly. There's nobody really to block the jungle for. There's no jungler, unless they thought maybe Lycan was going to jungle. Maybe they're just sort of wasting time before they come in and get an attempted gank off into Yamata. Level 1, he did opt to go for the concussive shot, so if she heads down the hill at all, she passes this line, they probably are going to just run down and try and initiate on her. And you can actually see them going for it, but Yamata, a little bit too smart, he realizes what's happening. There's nobody on the bot lane, so they sort of suspect supports are missing. And he will be playing very, very safe. You can see his positioning, he's not really going past this line here. This is sort of his safety zone. Well, of course, as soon as I say that, he runs down. But this is still sort of a safety zone. He knows that if he goes too far down, for example, if he runs down here, the supports could rotate at any time. Now, they will be seeing vision of them on the top lane. They know they've rotated up top, so he's a bit safer to go aggressively. But for that period where the supports were missing, he had to play a little bit safer. On the top lane now, Ohio probably not going to be finding too much. Juggernaut though be abandoned to tri lane. He won't really be finding very much farm against this. Look at the damage coming out from the Howl, plus it wasn't even the Chilling Touch being used, that was just the Howl damage. And then if you can imagine the Chilling Touch, he would be forced to spin to escape that. So this is something they really have to keep in mind. The problem with sort of leaving the tri-lane at the top lane if they want to roam, so the support sort of leeching experience, means that Razor is going to be underleveled compared to Ohio. You can see that even though Razor and Ohio have been sort of going together against each other in the lane, if Razor has these two supports leashing experience and not really scoring a kill, this does mean Razor's going to end up underleveled, and if these two supports do decide to roam, so if Skywrath Mage and Shadow Shaman decide to leave the lane, Ohio then should be good to dominate the lane because he will have that level advantage. So it is something they really have to watch out for. The supports cannot leech too much experience in the top lane without giving something in return. Of course, they are giving free farm right now. So he's trying to get that shackle off, but not quite in range. He needs Ohio to walk in here. So of course right now they are giving free farm to the Razor, which is great. But Venomancer is one of those fantastic laners, and he's going to be very, very hard to verse if he gets to that point. And you can see, was that his own sentries? Yeah, he bought his own sentries. Nicely done there, but oh, he could be in trouble. He puts down a ward, but the link's going to be going off. Shadow Shaman has got those boots up since he got the first blood coming in, getting the shackle off. Rotation coming out from Extinct, getting a nice bounce off there, but he's just going to die as well. He just bought the healing ward, but nope, that's just going to be 2 kills going their way. Not the best rotation there from Extinct. And it's 0-3 on the board in favour of CNS. Meanwhile on the bot lane, Ancient Apparition has sort of rotated to the mid lane to try and help a little bit against Jules. Jules is actually not doing so hot in this lane. He's already used up all his regeneration. Because you can see Yamata is also coming out equally bad, but oh, he could actually go in for a kill now. Is he going to try? No, he's just... okay. He's only got level 1 on the screen though, but 85 damage plus a Shadow Strike should be enough. Though he waited too long. Yamata's going to have his bottle up now, and well, that's that. Going to be hard to get a kill at this point. Though it is nice how he's going for sort of the level 2 and the Shadow Strike. He doesn't really need the Scream of Pain. He can sort of just use the Shadow Strike to harass Yamata, force the Wind Run out of him. And you can see how Yamata has picked up level 2 in the Wind Run rather than the Shackle Shot. Shackle Shot is not really that useful in the mid lane. Because there's not trees sort of to shackle it to unless you're down on this area. But otherwise the rest of the mid lane, unless you're going to get a lucky shackle off these units here, you're not really going to be finding one. But otherwise, looking at last hits, so Yamata is having a pretty good time in the mid lane. In terms of last hits damage and animation, 66 plus 3 versus 69 plus 3, so a very slight advantage to Yamata there, but on the whole, these two heroes are pretty even in last hitting animation and damage. I think one of the big factors that's going to come into play fairly soon is going to be the rotations from the supports. Queen of Pain and Wind Ranger both are quite hard to gank, but for different reasons. Wind Ranger has got the Wind Run, like I said, which she is getting a couple of levels in, so she should be good to sort of run away with that respect, but of course at the same time they've got that Hex if he gets that at level 4, which he most likely will. And with that Hex, evasion is negated, so you just got to Hex her as soon as she uses the Wind Run, and that's going to be the bye-bye to her most likely. On the other hand, for Queen of Pain, she should be a bit harder to gank, because like I said, they haven't really got that much reliable lockdown, so as soon as you sort of initiate onto her, unless the cast sort of bounces back and forth, bounces back and forth between these two units onto her and then back up the Craven onto her, she's going to be able to blink away after that first paralyzing cast. The stun is not long enough, and like I said, Wind Ranger is not opting to level up the Shackle Shot. So if the supports do decide to rotate to the mid lane fairly soon, I think Jules is going to have a better time than Yamata. But like I mentioned earlier, Yamata is playing very defensively with his positioning. He's really not going past this sort of line of the hill here very much. He's occasionally heading down, but not much. And you can see the aggression. They were sort of marking on the map earlier. They either want to go this way or the whole way around. The good thing about the whole way around is it means that if you get to this point and the supports are sort of lurking up here, you've already spotted them. If you go the whole way around, taking the high ground, it's very unlikely at this point in time supports are going to be lurking in this area. So it does mean you're going to have that high ground advantage from the start. Plus, you can sort of wait until she reveals herself as heading down the hill before you head down. And you can sort of lurk around this area for a little bit longer. But the downside is it takes longer to get around them. Either way, Juggernaut versus Lycan. Juggernaut on 1 CS. KYX started leading the charge, sitting on 25. Item-wise, given that he's getting free farm, it's probably going to be that Vlad's into Necronomicon. I think the Necro book is quite strong in this game since there are so many intelligence heroes. There's 3 intelligence heroes and then 2 agility. And all of the heroes pretty much like their mana, so the Lycan's going to hit very, very hard with that, and he's going to be able to push well. In addition to that, Click and Search don't have that much anti-push. I would say the best anti-push spell they've got is going to be the Plasma Field. Of course, there are sort of the Shadow Shaman wards, but he's going to want to save them. Scream of Pain, I would say, isn't that great at anti-push. It's more good at counter-pushing, purely because if, you know, the creep wave's sitting here, Queen of Pain heads to here to Scream of Pain to get in the AoE. Well, it's really easy for a Shackle Shot, for a stun from the Witch Doctor, you know, for an AA Blast land on her. She has to get too close to the creeps to really do the damage, which makes it hard for her to anti-push without putting herself at risk. So the only good long-range AoE spell they've got is going to be that Plasma Field, and you can see he's sort of leveling it up right now. But the way DD Rune on the top lane, she's what's smoked up, like I mentioned. They want to try and go in on Yamato, but Yamato looks like he's got his bottle back, so he's going to be playing really, really defensively. Look at this positioning. He's pretty much just standing right on his side of the river. He's not really giving any opportunity for supports to come in. The best bet would probably be to come from this angle, in fact, but even then, you can't walk past this area without getting hit by the tower, so if they did just decide to do that, they get hit by the tower. The other option is to wrap the whole way around, so coming around from behind the tower, but that requires Queen of Pain to push the lane. And I think Yamato would be smart enough to know, hey, the lane's been pushed randomly, I'm going to go lurk in the trees, or I'm going to go run down to my teammates, or I'm going to TP out, or, you know, I'm not going to just stand here and wait until the supports run around. So it looks like this is what's going to happen. Jules is going to be pushing the lane, and like I said, Yamato could be going in. They do have that darkness advantage. Yamato now, he is sort of lurking in the wrong area for this. He kills the GG branch, but immediately he's just going to get shackled up. In comes Jules. Yamato in a lot of trouble. He's got nowhere to go, and down he goes, getting one power shot up before he dies. And honestly, I expected him to sort of back out as soon as he saw the lane being pushed, but no. He decided to stay and probably regretted it. So 4-0 on the board. Click and Surge actually doing pretty well for this start. And now Queen of Pain coming in with that DD Rune. Extinct does pop the Voodoo Restoration, not going to be enough though. Now the the slow coming. KYXY not quite level 6, in fact only level 4, so this could be 3 kills going the way. Indeed it will be. KYXY is going to be the next one to fall. And last hit going the way of Juggernaut there. So 7-0 on the board. Gold 3,000 lead at the moment. That's without the update from those additional 3 kills there. Experience 2,000 lead at the moment. Click and Search really doing a number, but like I said, they don't have much counter push, so they really need to be dominating this phase of the game, because in the mid game phase they're going to have 3 cores that don't have enough items to possibly have a huge impact, especially the Juggernaut, who's just having the worst time ever. And Lycan will be good just to sort of push down towers, so Click and Search doing a great job, but it's not over yet. Titan definitely still managed to win it. Anyway, a bit of a race maybe coming for the top row. Nope. They have got this ward here, as well as this ward here for the Radiant. So the Dire are very defensive now. They're sort of catching on that Click and Search are doing some mad rotations, wanting to really win this laning phase. Razor, really, really nice on the farm. He's what, 3.6k net worth, GPM sitting at 475 now. So 6 minutes into the game, so that's pretty impressive for someone without even going for a binders. So, for him, he is going to be going for that mech first, of course. Queen of Pain probably picking up the Orchid, I would say. Otherwise, she could go straight for a Hex or, God forbid, even smoke like a Dagon. I haven't seen Jules play Queen of Pain before, so I'm not really sure what his item build is. I do know that Pinnos usually like to go for killing items, though, so Orchid definitely could be an item because that is a more traditional item. It's quite nice against all of these heroes, like I said. Very intelligence-oriented, but sort of like a Dagon, of course, very nice against most of these heroes because they are all very squishy. And if you want to just sort of jump in there and eat their faces open with a Dragon, you definitely could. Anyway, going in again on Yamato. Yamato probably crying with pain right now. Down he goes. The magical damage coming out is just insane. It's a dominating streak there for Jules. Pinnoys are doing this, guys. The Pinnoys are doing this. So, golden experience now. There we go. So it's peaked at kind of about 3,000, though it is going to be going up after more kills. No towers have gone down yet, though. KYXY has almost got that Lycan up, but with the Lycan, the Vladimir's up. But he does need to use the Courier to grab it, and the Courier is unfortunately sitting on the top lane for him. Yamate's picked up a magic wand, though I don't know if it's really going to save him. He's pretty under-leveled now, level 7 versus level 8, and in the mid lane, any level is a pretty big experience lead. It's very significant, I would say, especially because Jules is sort of having control over these runes now. He's got the Blink, which is still level 1, but it's a little bit more mobility, and actually on top lane, we're going to be seeing them sort of diving in on to Ohio, but won't be finding a kill there. Just harassing a little bit. Concussive shot coming out. Shadow Shaman not quite level 6, not even level 5 yet onto Bogsy, so level wise, well, they're still out leveling actually Titan support, so they're not doing bad. Honestly, 8 minutes into the game, level 4 and level 5 is not bad, but you do want to hit level 6 onto both those heroes as fast as possible because they do have huge killing potential as well as pushing potential when they get the ultimates. But anyway, the bot tower are going to be pressured now. 2 rotations are coming out. Skyrath as well as Shadow Shaman. Queen of Pain too. Slow going to be flying out of KYX mode, but he's level 6. He's going to be fine. All those rotations means that they probably have to make something happen from this, be it pushing this bottom tower or finding some kills. I think pushing the tower could definitely be an option given that Ancient Apparition is sitting on level 4. So no AL coming out. Witch Doctor's level 3, so no Witch Doctor Death Ward coming out. They could pretty easily do a bit of pressure to this tower. And Yamato just going to get slowed down there by Concussive Shot. One big problem with the Skyrath though is that he needs to get those Arcane Boots or some kind of mana boosting items, otherwise when he gets level 6, doing his full combo costs all of his mana pool. He can maybe get 1 or 2 of his nukes out, so if he get the Arcane Boots up on him, he can pretty much kill anyone. Even KYXY can get to fairly low, but they really need those Arcane Boots up on him before they can do that. So they need to find some towers or they need to find some more kills onto him. In terms of KDA, he is 1 to 0 to 6 at the moment, but 1 to 0 to 6 is still only 1 kill, and he probably needs more than 1 kill to make it worth it to get him his items. Anyway, oh, DD Ram picked up on Yamato. Bogsy now in trouble. Shackle Shot's going to be going off and not even latching, but they don't even need the power shot. We'll seal the deal. But now Jules is coming in. Does he want to actually fight this? Oh, the double damage plus... Oh my god, look at that damage. Power shot not going to land. Very close. So the double damage plus the chilling charge is just way too much damage. Yamato though very low. It looks like Jules maybe wants to go on. I think if he did the whole combo, the Scream of Pain as well as the Sonic Wave, Yamato would go down, but I don't think it's worth it given that Extinct is nearby, and so is KYXY. That'd pretty much be a suicide for him. Either way, Jules now probably need to Bottle Crow. The courier is getting sent to the secret shop though to pick up the Arcane Boots there onto the support Shadow Shaman. Like I said, Skyrath is the one who really needs those items, but it looks like he's going to be going to that 5 position. Either way, Mech is done onto the Razor as well. Those are weird wards. Haven't seen that before. This does mean pushing could come out from Click and Search, but it looks like for now they're happy just to keep sort of pressuring the lanes around. Generally just creating pressure. There's only 1 kill on the board right now for Titan, and they probably want to find a couple more. Looks like the KYX was actually heading towards the Medallion, and what that implies for me is that he's going to be going for the Roshan solo. With Medallion and Vlad's, that's all you need to take down the Roshan. Next, we're going to be seeing Shackle Shot going off. Juggernaut could be in trouble. He's got his ultimate. He's also got the spin. It looks like the Razor going to rotate in, but not fast enough to catch up. And Juggernaut will just sort of turn around, go back to farming. Oh, the Razor's going to take the farm from him. And he's forced to put down the healing ward though, which means he doesn't have enough mana for his ultimate yet. He needs those Arcane Boots to be popped there by the Shadow Shaman, which will now happen. Waiting for all 3. Okay, fine. But Shadow Shaman does also have level 6, so this tower could be taking a fall. Alrighty. Okay, they are going to start finally pressuring a tower, but meanwhile Ohio is actually pressuring the top lane. Seems like they waited for time. And actually, Jules in the mid lane, oh, very close to going down. He could have actually turned around and used his Sonic Wave there. I guess he sort of panicked. Ancient Apparition is sort of sitting there invisible. I don't know if he saw the AA pick up the rune. They didn't have a rune. I'm going to ward on the bot lane. Actually, Yamato now in trouble. The Omnislash was used on him, and they're going to be going in for Extinct. Extinct barely making it out alive. They thought they had it, but they didn't. Now the Shadow Shaman is going to go down. This looks like a bit of a throw coming out from Click and Surge. Razor could be going down next. He does finally use that mech, but he's slowed down so much. Will he be able to escape? Yamato going in for the power shot. Not going to land though, and Razor is going to make it out alive. But still, another kill going the way for Titan. 8 to 2 on the board. It looked like it could have gone a lot worse though, but they pretty much fudged 2 kills right then. They could have killed the Witch Doctor and they could have killed the Wind Ranger, but they didn't manage to get either. And of course, like I said, KX is getting free farm. He has got the medallion up now, so he can go solo that Roshan like I was saying earlier. Ohio? Ohio must have just got popped there by the combo, so I wasn't expecting that. But Yamato, sorry, not Yamato, KX has found a little bit of space to farm, so he is actually getting his items up. In terms of net worth though, he's pretty far behind the Razor, but that could change at any point really. We're going to have to see how the next couple of minutes go by. Shadow Shaman trying to defend the mid lane, but KX is just going to keep pressuring slowly but steadily. Oh no, he's not, because in comes the Sky's Mage from the back. completely with the ultimate KYXY playing a little bit too sort of back and forth and back and forth. Not really sure which way he's going to go, and he will outlast that there. This does mean that poor Scarab Mage is going to have to wait another minute before he can try and kill someone. He really needed sort of the shackles to come out from the Shadow Shaman to go for that kill. If he waited for that, it would have been really nice. And in fact, he's taking a lot of damage there from the wolves, so how going out going to be bringing him down quite low. If the bottom tier 1 tower is going to be traded here from the mid tier 1. Nobody getting the last hit though for the side of Titan, but they are maybe going to be able to rotate. Maybe they're going to just try and take the tier 2. They seem to be sort of a little bit whimsical about where they're going. The mid tier 1 tower is going to fall with no defense though, so they need to make something else happen. A raw trade is not bad, but it feels like they try and get more. And in fact, it looks like Click and Search are going to commit to more. So Titan need to decide: are they going to defend this, or are they going to keep pushing? They pop the Fortify. KYXY, Ohio, as well as Net are going to be continuing pushing, but I feel like Ohio maybe would be the best one to defend, having those Plague Wards up. Either way, they're going to try and trade the tier 2 for a tier 2, it looks like, but the tier 2 is going to fall a lot faster for them than for Click and Search. In fact, Click and Search could be good to defend this, and it's going to be 2 towers going down because Jules takes the tier 1 tower on the top lane too. This is going to be 3 towers for 1. This is a terrible trade for Titan. They should have something in mind to actually capitalize on this, because Click and Search definitely do. Smoke ganking and possibly coming around from behind. KYXY could be the one to run into him. He's going to go farm the jungle. Oh no. Shadow Shaman knows something's up. He just leveled up, so he knows that there's somewhere nearby. He probably knows that they're around about here. And in fact, they will be sort of wrapping around this way, but KYXY is still just lurking here. They're going to come around the whole way from behind KYXY. He will probably make it out alive. Net is going to be the one who's just lurking in the bushes. Is going to be spotted out immediately, just TPing out though by both of them. Omni slash onto Ned's head. Ohio's going to make it out alive though. Sucky for him that the plasma field now was patched, so it does give vision. It was meant to give vision, but for a period there it didn't. So either way, that's 3 towers exchanged for 1. So the tier 1 mid, the tier 2 mid, and the tier 1 top, all exchanged for 1 tier 1 tower in the bot lane, and a kill of Net. So Titan Golden Experience are going to be jumping up after that. Looking at about 10,000 gold lead for CNS, as well as 5,000 experience lead for CNS. Doing very, very well for themselves. In terms of items, Juggernaut, probably going to see the axe coming out, I would assume. Queen of Pain, what did she decide to go for? So she's going for the straight Hex, or the Lincoln Sphere. Looks like Lincoln Sphere. Okay. Lincoln Sphere this game. It's good against the Shackle. It just seems like an odd choice. Normally Lincoln Sphere, I would say, is picked up on Queen of Pain against things, as I'm wrenching on. Ohio going to go down again with the bot lane. Yeah, normally Lincoln Sphere is picked up against things like the Doom, against a Beastmaster Primal Roar, against sort of spells that BKB won't cancel. This game, I think BKB honestly would not be a bad choice, given that it'll stop the Shackle, it'll stop the Power Shot, it'll stop the Paralyzing Cast, it'll stop the Maledict, it'll stop the AA Ice Blast, that's a big one. The Ice Blast, it'll stop the Chilling Touch bonus damage, it'll stop the Cold Feet, and it'll stop all the Venomancer spells. Whereas the Lincoln Sphere, this game, it's going to cancel the Cold Feet, which hasn't been leveled up, the Shackle, the Power Shot, and the first bounce of the Paralyzing Cast. That's it. So I suppose what she's really worried about... Oh, Jug. Just casually running around there. Gonna go down there. Killing Spree going the way of Ohio. So I suppose the reason she's gone for the Lincoln Sphere is just to stop the straight stun, because like I said, Titan are really lacking in stun, so if they can grab the first stun... Jules just taking a lot of damage there from KYXY. Oh, Jules. But this is sort of a counter gank, because in comes the Shadow Shaman from behind. Jules is now though running away. She knows she's in trouble. So what I mean, Lincoln Sphere doesn't really cancel anything, so KYXY now just going to get a free kill. Though he could be dying in return. Looks like Loveheart is still wanting to go in. KYXY is just farming casually. He's going to go for the Aether Shock first. KYXY might be able to make it out alive from this. The Plasma Field has been used as well. This means they don't have vision of him. If they don't get vision of him, he's going to be able to TP out. Yep, TP's out right in front of their face. I feel like the Plasma Field then should have been saved to keep vision of him when he juked them around, just so Shadow Shaman could get the Hex off. But either way, KYXY going to get a free kill there, and TP out, and this mid tower is going to be taking a little bit of pressure. Windranger even using the Focus Fire there, but she's forced to back up pretty much immediately. She's pretty scared of Bogsy, though she's not scared enough. She's going to run straight into them. Oh, she was stuck between a rock and a hard place right then. She had Juggernaut with a double damage on one side, and she had 2 supports on the other side. She'd run up here. She would have been Omni Slash. If she'd run down here, maybe that's like black in the river. If she ran down here, she was going to get grabbed. So Yamate, no force stuff, no escape. And actually Ned, who was lurking in the bushes, just having a bit of a hug with the trees, is going to be going down as well. Now KOX Waiting could be trouble. No ultimate Omni Slash going on to him. He needs the wolves to hit something. You can see him trying to target something, but there's no way to make the wolves reveal themselves. And that's going to be 3 kills in the space of a minute for Click and Search. This could be the tier 2 tower on the top lane going down. So Titan, 14-4 on the board. The gold lead has slightly slowed down though after those kills. I think it's going to be going back up, and this tower experiencing going down as well. But oh, they're going to be actually initiating onto this. Juggernaut really going to take down Yamate. They're going to be able to get down the Shadow Shaman in exchange for Extinct. Now High is the one in trouble, taking way too much damage. Razor though just going to back out. Razor does have a BKB, so he feels a little bit more confident, but it's still just going to be another 2 kills. Actually, Jules is feeling very confident, blinking straight in, Screaming Pain. See you later, Ohio. So the tier 3 tower is now just going to get hit on. One problem with Click and Search is if they don't have the Shadow Shaman with the wards, they don't have much pushing ability. They've got sort of the healing wall, but a long cooldown on that, and there's the A ultimate just to blast through. Razor does not have the Ags. Like I said, he went for that BKB over the Ags, so he is not that great at pushing yet. Of course, once he gets up that Ags, he is going to be able to take down towers very, very quickly combined with that Shadow Shaman. So once the Ags is done onto the Razor, I think Titan really needs to begin to be aware. They are going for the Necronomicon mass. You can see Lycan has gone for the Necronomicon. Wind Ranger, Yamate has actually picked up a Necronomicon, and I suspect Ohio is probably going to be grabbing one soon too. And with the mass Necro book, of course, they can push pretty aggressively. It's going to be coming down to though, we need to win a team fight. If we win a team fight, then we can, get a Rax in 10 seconds or less. But the big thing is they need to win a team fight. And at the moment, they're losing pretty much every one. Of course, one big problem is that they have not really been going together. They've sort of been going one by one. If they actually went together, Titan might stand a chance, but I guess we won't know until they bother trying to go as 5. The other thing they could do is split push quite aggressively, but the only problem with that is that they seem to be split pushing at I guess not the best times. They're getting caught out a lot. But either way now, there's going to be the wards drop down. The tower should be taking full. A ultimate flying through, just going to land onto 1 there. Just the Juggernaut going to be taking the damage, and the I see. What's the name of it? The thingy, I forgot. Either way, Shadow Shaman blinking in, trying to grab into someone, but won't be finding anyone. And well, last of the outer towers is already down. Click and Search now could go for the Roshan if they wanted to. Otherwise, waiting for the Shadow Shaman wards and then breaking the base is the other option. Titan's time, it feels like it's sort of running out. Like I said, in terms of the late game, they don't really have that much late game carry potential. Wind Ranger has knock-on carry items. She's gone for that Necronomicon. So if they can win a fight, like I said, they can push really, really quickly. But it sort of just comes down to if they can win a fight, which at the moment they aren't. So for Titan, they're going to go in for the Roshan now. It looks like Click and Search aren't actually aware. So this could just be a free Roshan going their way. We've got the Chilling Touch on everyone, doing a lot of damage. He's falling very, very quickly, and I don't think Click and Search can make it in time. Though they are sort of in the general vicinity. They're pinging it out. No, they know. But it doesn't matter. It's too late. KOX has already picked up the Aegis. And they're going to back out now. So free Roshan going their way. But now for the next fight. Golden Experience are sitting at around about 12,000 gold lead, or 13,000 even. Experience at about 10,000. Titan, they got the Aegis up, but I feel like it maybe would have been better if possibly Yamate had taken the Aegis there. One big problem with the Lycan taking the Aegis is the shapeshift. The problem always comes down to, do I pop the shapeshift before I die or after I die? And if he pops it after he dies, so he goes in, he uses the Aegis, he dies, well, what use is he really with just sort of summon wolves and howl? There really doesn't do that much damage to warrant needing an Aegis. It sort of feels like it'd be better to put the Aegis onto the Wind Ranger, who's got a lot of spells. She can use up all of her mana, and then she can get back in and out. Oh, and A actually in the bot lane. Could have been my finger before she died. Jules just going for the kill there. But this means in the mid lane they're ready to go. It's a 4v4 fight. KOX sort of running in. He pops the shapeshift first, but immediately he's already lost a lot of his damage. We will be able to get down Bogsy. Meanwhile, Juggernaut just wrecking the base there. They're trying to slow him down. They're trying to do anything to stop him. Yamate getting very, very low. We'll be able to get the kill though. Juggernaut going a little bit too deep, but it's going to be Oh no, it's going to be just a 2-0 exchange there. KYXY managed to make it back out, and now they're ready to sort of push. Good use of the shapeshift there, I suppose, by KYXY. The Queen of Pain was not there, and she already used her ultimate, so there was a lot of their nuking damage gone, sort of lacking their mid-hero. They could try and take a T2 tower. There's 2 dead, but they're going to be respawning probably by the time they push, so it looks like KYXY is going to opt just to farm. Net, who's now respawned, is going to be hanging out in the base. Jules though looking for a kill maybe, and he's going to be spotting out Extinct. Meanwhile, Yamate is going to get caught out there, trying to take down a support, and same with Ohio. Jules sort of going in. Of course, the stun is cancelled there by the Lincoln Sphere. She'll be able to TP out. There's a lot of them very, very low, but won't be finding a kill. A ultimate flying through, but not landing onto anyone either. So, it's very hard right now for Titan. This is back into a corner. The Argon Interceptor, how far it is away? Is it done? It is now done onto the Eraser, so very nice farm on the Razor. What's his GPM now? 532 GPM on this Razor. He's doing an amazing farm. And it looks like now they're ready just to break the base. Why not? They've got the wards, they've got the Argon Interceptor on the Razor, they've got such a huge gold lead, they've got kill lead, they've got everything they need. Ohio is this last sort of step in defending, but even he does not have the Poison Nova up. He already used it. So with these wards drop down, what do they have to stop the wards from sort of pushing the tower? And in fact, Ohio, nice force stuff, will be keeping himself alive. He turns around trying to get the slow, won't be working. Meanwhile, Razor just sort of slowing everyone down. Juggernaut just going to run out. The wards could get farmed off now by Yamato, who has now respawned. Shackle not going to be landing onto anyone. Power shot coming up, but Razor now pops his ultimate. He's going to link up to KYXY, immediately broken, but it doesn't really matter. Jules going to be blinking in and out of the fight. Wolves are going to be killed. Cooldown for 15 seconds. The bottom tower is getting pressured as well as the top tower, but still, Yamato silenced up. He should be alright. His economic on 3 is on cooldown for another 15 seconds, so they probably want to just try and delay until that point. Click and search, they didn't do that much damage to the tower. I suppose their big problem is that the main initiation tool, I would say, is going to be the Juggernaut, having that Omni Slash, but it's on cooldown for another 30 seconds, so they're just sort of wasting some time, maybe trying to get a kill. They could actually catch KYXY. Nice Shackle landing onto the Razor there. 3-man A ultimate. Razor could be going down. Looks like he will be. He's very, very low. Juggernaut now spinning in the middle of the team fight. The Death Ward coming out. Going to take 2 down immediately. Jules going to be blinking to freedom, but it looks like they want to try and go for the Shadow Shaman. KYXY just stops in his track thinking, who am I going for now? Bogsy, come back here, buddy. Going to get just stunned up. The slow not going to do anything there to KYXY. He does actually have Shapeshift. Hex going on. Nice blink away by a Love Heart there. Jules now could be in trouble. Slowed down dramatically, but the blinks going to get them all out. So it's going to be a 3-0 exchange for Titan, though. Defending the high ground is working for them quite well. I think click and search going then without the Omni Slash was maybe a bit of a misplay. They really needed the Omni Slash to initiate the team fight for them, but when they respawn, they're still going to have up a lot of things. And this Sonic Wave coming out, landing on 3, but immediately the Make Me pop. Jules not blinking forward, screaming of pain onto KYXY, but Extinct having that level 3 Voodoo Restoration can do a lot of healing. Shackle Shot trying to land onto Jules, but not going to be happening. And now Silence going out there on to Yamate. Jules now coming forward, wanting to slow down Extinct. And in comes the Hex from the Shadow Shaman. Extinct is going to be abandoned there. Jules getting the last hit. Killing spree for him. Jules now wanting to chase after Yamate, but Yamate a little bit too fast for you. Will be able to win run and make it away, but still Jules sitting on 8-1-1. Kill Steal Queen. Well, there's 4 supports, 1 to 2 to 12, 1 to 3 to 12. I think the back's going to be breaking soon if I don't watch out. But Golden Experience. Gold is still sitting firmly in favour of Click and Search at around about 10,000. Experience, though, it's pretty much half from the peak of it down to about 5,000 now. You can definitely see that in the levels. The 2 supports for Titan are quite under-leveled, but KYXY is keeping up with Jules by 1 level behind, not that bad. As well as the 2 cores from Titan of Ohio and Yamate, they're keeping up too. So while they are sort of, I suppose, keeping ahead in gold, a lot of that gold is going to be locked up in the towers. There's still 4 out of towers standing versus 0, which means that there's a big gold lead already going away. But either way, the Wards going to drop down. Yamate trying to go in, but the Omni Slash coming out, the mech being popped. The Xing going to be going down immediately. Teamfight running everywhere. KYXY getting very low. He has still got the Aegis, so it's going to be popped, but man, that did no damage to the Razor there. Shackle Shot landing onto Juggernaut. Juggernaut's going to go down. Actually, Razor turned around, killing off the Necro unit. Maybe not the best decision for him. He will be alive though. Net and Ohio wanting to dive in, but they're pretty low on mana and HP. But it's still going to be 3 for, well, 2 I suppose, but the Aegis was going to die soon anyway, so pretty much a 3 for 1 exchange using a support. The teamfight was very split out there. Sorry about not catching all of it. I thought they were fighting at the base, and then I look around and I'm like, wait, they're all down here. KYXY likes to dive. Either way, they're pinging out the Roshan. Roshan's still not going to be respawned for another couple of minutes. at least. Oh, but the shackle landing from afar, that nice ward giving the vision, and the focus fire plus the howl, the damage, but he pops the meg. Yamate can't get close. This is when the 4-star comes really in handy. Or some sort of a damage item, but A ultimate flying through. If this can land, will it land? It will not land. Nope. One thing worth mentioning for those who do not know is you can actually see the AA ultimate on the minimap if you're looking at the minimap. So you saw how Juggernaut was pinging that out then. He was saying, watch out, watch out. Because if you look on the minimap when you're on the enemy team from an AA, you can see a red dot just sort of flying through. So if you're in the base and you're expecting an AA ultimate, watch for the red dot. When you see that red dot on the minimap, you have to be looking on the minimap. It's not on the actual map, it's on the minimap. You know that the AA ultimate is coming. So handy little tip for those who didn't know that. It is actually revealed. Either way, Jules now going in onto Yamate. Poor Yamate can't catch a break. He's going to turn around. They're trying to pop Jules everything, but Yamate going to go down, and Jules just going to blink to freedom, saying, haha, too cool for school. If they can maybe get him to kill the Necronomicon warrior, it'd be best, but he's not having any of it. Jules just taking down Yamate over and over again, and Yamate going for this Necronomicon 3. This is either going to be I suppose a blessing, in that if they can win a team fight, he's going to have so much viability being able to push down all the towers, but if they can't win a team fight, I don't want to say he's useless. He's not useless, but you know, if he had sort of a 4-star, if he had some sort of a mobility item or a survivability item, he'd be a lot more useful in these fights. But either way, Shadow Shaman now sort of pressuring out the top lane. They're trying to kill the wards, free gold for them. But meanwhile, of course, we do see the tier 3 tower in the mid lane being just damaged there. They don't really know which way to defend. They pop the Fortify, but Razor's just going to dive in. Ohio taking a lot of damage. He's still got the 4-star, so he will be alright, but the cast bouncing back and forth. Necronomicon Warrior coming in doing a lot of damage. The Omnislash is still up. KYXY can't decide to go in. The BKB has been popped now by the Razor. Wards are down as well for Love Heart. So Jules, his team, are going to be backing out for now. Click and search. Do they want to go on this? Like I said, they've still got the Omnislash but no ward, so maybe now is not the best time to go. Yeah, but they're trying to find a line for a Shackle. That is not going to latch, honey. But they will be popping the Lincoln Sphere onto Jules now, just using the Necronomicon Warrior. Either way, Titan are holding the base, but bit by bit this tower is getting chipped down. It's at 300 HP now, and when that tower is actually revealed to be taken down, oh, actually, Yamate just going to get targeted out again, nuking damage too hard on him. Omnislash as well now. Omnislash bouncing back to KYXY. They're going to be able to get down Bogsy. Double kill there onto KYXY, taking down both Shaman as well as the Skywrath Mage. A ultimate now bouncing through on to the Razor. Razor's being chased out by KYX by a couple of hits, and he should take him down. He's not even using Medallion. Medallion is too easy, he says. I'm going to do it without it. But meanwhile, Jules is sort of pressuring the mid lane. He's still got the top net worth, but you see him coming in, just bouncing Lincoln Sphere with that paralyzing cask. Look at it go. Well, it's not going anywhere, but that is the nice thing about Wish Doctor against Lincoln Sphere, is the cask will not be cancelled, just won't stun on the first bounce. Sting now is going to be in trouble. He's pretty much going to be going down, but KYX is now running in. Jules, though, he's got the blink. He's going to be okay. Or is he? A ulti now coming through. They can do enough damage. They can take him down. That's a dominating streak. And for those who are complaining in chat, you would be surprised how many people do not know about the red dot. I mean, like, you see it in pubs all the time. Someone's, like, standing here, and you're like, watch out! Watch out! There's an AA ultimate coming. And they just stand there and die. And it's obvious they do not know. Either way, can't hurt to tell people. And now they are going to go in for the Roshan, so 24-17 on the board. This kill lead, oh, actually, speaking of kill lead, could be going even more because Juggernaut just ran in. Oh, Net's going to get trapped there, bashed by the Roshan. Shadow Shaman getting the last hit there, poor Net, but he is going to be going down in return for that. Wasn't really helping them out, and in fact, even Bogsy could be in trouble. Yamate wants revenge. He says, you guys have been giving me crap all game. Now it's time to die! Bogsy does his ultimate though. He's going to be throwing into Yamato, and in comes Pole is my name, the Razor. But Bogsy getting very, very low. Ohio get a 4-star forward and TP back to base. Alright, oh, the power shot from Yamato scoring the last hit there. So strong. Click and search. It feels like they should be sort of doing quite well in this stage, purely because they've got this Tricore with the Juggernaut, the Razor, and the Queen of Pain, but they're not really picking their fights well. But you can see the pushing items coming out. Jules now picking up a Desolator. They want to be able to get this last tower down, and they still have got this tier 2 tower advantage, but one of the tier towers is going to be going down. Still tier 1 standing on the top lane, though of course at any point KOX could probably go right that with just his units. DD Reed sitting on the top lane as well. Yamata 2.8k gold in the bank, looking at click and search. Item wise, like I said, Jules has picked up the Desolator. So he's he is going to be hitting really, really hard, but the big problem is hitting hard is maybe not going to be enough. You have to make sure that you hit hard as well as can actually do damage in team fights without just dying. And he's not dying that much, but he's also playing very, very cautiously. He's letting his team sort of soak up the damage, and he comes in, pops someone, and backs out. But either way, he's going to be sort of surrounded by the enemy team. The only one who's not with him is the Shadow Shaman. I think he's trying to go ward. They've got the high ground advantage right now. Oh, but Scarfmage's just going to ult onto Ohio there. Going to get slowed up, and now Queen of Pain coming in. Ohio's a target of choice. Hex up as well, and see you later, Ohio. And KOX right now, considering running in, he's going to pull the BKB. Omni Slash was used, no, it was not used. They're just trying to take down these units, but now Omni Slash will be used onto KYXY. Of course, Omni Slash is physical damage, but it doesn't matter. He gets unlucky and it bounces to the Necronomicon units. KYXY just one hits him in the face. BKB has already worn off, and he's going to get hexed up, but he's a super speedy chicken. Not afraid of anything. Shackle shot now landing onto Pole. KYXY still got the Aegis up, but now in comes Jules getting a double kill there. Huge Sonic Wave, make that a triple kill. He's on cleanup duty. KYXY is even in trouble. No TP score on KYXY. He's forced to turn around and try and fight. We'll be able to get down one. Jules is still standing, but Jules, can he continue to fight this? Boxino ultimate, not enough mana. Do they want to try and 2v1 this? KYXY is actually going to try and run, but look at the damage. He can't even get close to anyone. He's slowed up too much, and down he goes. That's a godlike streak for 1.4k gold into Jules' pocket. Jules on cleanup duty to the max. That was 4 kills there. 4 kills? Yep, that was an ultra kill, but KOXY came a little bit too late. That's what she said. And now they are going to be pushing it down this mid lane. 5 dead, though 3 are pretty much going to respawn instantly because they are pretty low level 11 at 35 minute. Fortify is going to be popped. Jules, a nice dodge there, in fact, very nice dodge of the A ultimate. He's going to be able to make it out alive, but they've popped, I mean, they forced the Fortify. They forced the Fortify. So next time they should be good just to push down the mid lane as well, as long as they do it within the next 5 minutes. But Jules, he is sitting so pretty, top net worth, even now farming KYXY. On a Queen of Pain. That's so classic Jules. So what's his grand plan? Hex could be nice. What is he buying? He's getting he's going DPS. He is saying, nuts to you, who needs to go for classic Queen of Pain items? I am going for the DPS co-op, which I think is probably a good idea given that he is sort of carrying his team on his back right now. Razor was having a fantastic time with the farm, but he's sort of slowed down a little bit. He's only, he hasn't actually made any new items in the past 5 to 10 minutes because he just keeps sort of dying over and over again. So it is pretty much all just resting on Jules' shoulder right now. But either way, he's looking like he wants to go just mono-on-mono with the enemy team. There is sort of all of them here. I think an MKB is going to be the nice item for him against the Wind Run from the Wind Ranger. Just, he really seems to does not like Yamate, so taking down Yamato again could definitely be quite nice. Either way, there is the MKB, but does this mean no buyback? You look at the buyback status. Yamato has buyback, Net, Extinct, and MRB have got buyback, but no buyback on Jules. So if he dies, this could be the GG, since like I said, Titan push really, really fast. They've got 2 Necronomicon 3, they've also got the Wolves, and they've got the Howl. That's a lot of pushing. So this is something that Click and Search have to be wary for. There's still 1,400 gold required on Jules before he can buy back. But it looks like they're saying maybe we can fight. Oh, who needs fighting when you have a backdooring Juggernaut? The creep wave did break the backdoor protection. Bottom lane was pushed in, so Jogi just said, I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to go get the Rex. Either way, oh, Jules! Oh, like I was saying, if Jules goes down, this could be GG. There is an Ag sector up. Yeah, no Ags. Oh my god, that crit! How much was that crit for? I wish I could see, but either way, Juggernaut just going to take down Yamato there, using the Omni Slash. Now Extinct could be in trouble. It's a 1-for-2 trade at the moment. Are they going to back out? It looks like they're going to farm the jungle now. How much was that crit for? That was huge. I don't really have time to check. Oh well. But yeah, Jules, he's dead. He doesn't have buyback. Of course, Titan do not know that. Titan think maybe he could have buyback, maybe he won't have buyback. Is it worth taking the risk and pushing without mid, without one of our supports? But it looks like actually Click and Search are going to be the ones who push in. They say 2 dead, let's go. They've got the Manta coming out onto Juggernaut whenever he can use a courier, but this also means he does not have buyback. He was one of the only people that have buyback. Oh, actually, Ohio is going straight in onto Boxer. KYXY jumping in, losing 28 damage, but they force the BKB. The wards are being dropped down. KYXY going in, he pops the BKB, he wants to do as much damage as he can. Death Ward, nice Death Ward from the side lane there. Not going to be able to do enough for the bash. MRB, he's probably very sad right now, but they won't be able to get a kill. And now KYXY is in trouble. Oh, Heart blinks in, trying to get the Hex off, but won't be finding it. And they do defend. The Rax is still standing on pretty much full HP. They got 1 kill from that. And now Wind Ranger is back up. So are they going to try and get this tier 2 tower? Roshan is still dead for another couple of minutes at least. So whether or not they want to push... It looks like they're just going to go back to farming. They want to try and nullify some of this gold lead. You can definitely see off that ultra kill or triple kill +1 onto Jules. The gold has sort of jumped back up in favour of Kick and Surge. Experience has been back and forth though. Sitting around about 5,000 in favour of Click and Surge. But at this point, it's reaching the point where experience lead does not actually matter that much. Experience is always important, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty much a difference between the two supports. Of course, level 16 AA with Ags is scary. Level 12 AA without Ags at 39 minutes is not that scary. But its ultimate is still going to do what they needed to do. It's going to be able to stop the regen. And in fact, Venomance are not going in. The damage onto Jules is pretty insane, but this is what I mean. They really need the Ags. It's going to be enough to actually pop him. He's getting very, very low. He is going to go down there. Oh my, the combo on Jules. I didn't think that would be enough, but I suppose Ag Scepter on Venomancer does insane amounts of damage, especially when you can't regen. And this is what I was talking about, the Lincoln Sphere versus the BKB. Lincoln Sphere is nice, don't get me wrong, but BKB is pretty viable against Venomancer and AA. I mean, it's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage, and it's a lot of stopping you from regenerating your HP. Anyway, KYX now going to pop that BKB, turning around, trying to target someone. He doesn't know who to go for. The Omni Slash now coming through. He spreads it to the creeps. Omni Slash, a little bit of a fail there. But now Yamato is going to be targeted down. He's going to get hit with that huge ultimate, but a 3-man Ice Blast coming out. Bogsy going to take a fall. Polo is my name, but the ward's trying to block them in. Not going to be enough though, but Polo is my name. He's getting just hit on by KYX, by Ohio getting very, very low. Can they get him down? He's still very, very tanky with that hard up. KYX had the stun coming out, no bash, but it doesn't matter, he's going to go down anyway, but KYX right now is in trouble. Ern tries to come out, he turns around, can he kill CNS? The healing! No, it's not going to be enough because Juggernaut's now in the fight. Extinct is out of mana, but KYX is going to barely make it alive. Net is going to be able to pop the Ghost Scepter, no TP on him, he has got the gem, and he has to watch out. Not enough mana for an Omni Slash, and so cooldown for 30 seconds anyway, but Shadow Shaman, he's like considering going in. Do I? Don't I? No, I won't. But they're picking out the Roshan now, so it's sort of a 3 for 2 exchange, yet another, well, I guess it's 2 for 2, because Jules sort of died before that. So 2 for 2 exchange. I wouldn't say it really favoured anyone. KYXY didn't die, which is great, of course. But Yamato did again. Yamato sitting on 6 to 10. 6 to 10 on Yamato, guys. He is not having a happy game. He's been just focus fired down this whole game. If anyone was going to get a Lincoln's, I would have thought it would be him. He's got the ultimate orb up. It looks like he's going to be going for the Hex, but I wouldn't be surprised if he went for a Lincoln's, because at the moment he can't get much done because he's pretty much just getting focus fired down every time he tries to appear. So maybe it's going to be a better choice for him to go for the Lincoln Sphere just so he can actually do some team fights. Maybe. Either way, KYXY continuing to farm. Otherwise, have a look at that while we're waiting. So Jules has picked up the MKB. He's probably going to save a buyback now. He really needs that buyback in these team fights. Buyback at the moment, he is still 700 gold away. So he's got 1,500 gold, but he still needs 700 more. So that just shows how much buyback costs. And actually, we're going to be seeing Yamato yet again. He needs that Lincoln Sphere. He needs a BKB. He needs something silenced up. Bogsy is going to be just taking a lot of damage. Yamato can make it away from this Sonic Wave. He is going to get the wind run off. Jules chasing after him, but Omni Slash onto Extinct. Yamato says, why did I power shot that? Down he goes. Ohio, they're going to be throwing out his ultimate, letting onto Bogsy. Bogsy is just bogged up in slow. The poison overtaking him down. Net is going to go down as well. Now even Ohio could be in trouble. KYX right now running in. Is he really going to try and 1v5 this? He is. He's going to be able to get down the Shadow Shaman. Immediately tries to TP out, but too much damage. Down he goes. Buyback status. There is a buyback on Lycan. There's a buyback on 3 of them, so they could turn this around and try and buy back and fight it. But when Raider's going to do it, Lycan's going to do it. This is the power of buybacks. But still, that was a devastating team fight. They're going to be using the Fortify. Wind Ranger coming in for the Shackle. Lycan now ready to go in, but no BKB on him. It's on cooldown for another 40 seconds. Can he really do much to defend this? They are trying to go in for the Ranger X. Meanwhile, in the base, Jules is now running in. They need the bash. Can they get the bash? No, Jules is going to go down before the blink is even off cooldown. Oh my god. But now Yamato trying to defend. They do manage to get the Ranger X. So Yamato going to get static linked up, so he does no damage to the bash right onto his head. BKB is going to be popped. KOX's ultimate is going to wear up. But now CNS coming in with the Hex. They're going to turn around and try and fight this. KOX is in trouble. He's hexed up. If he dies now, Shackle though, sorry. If he dies now, it could be GG. Well, Yamato though, just sort of playing defensively. Extinct is there. The Omni Slash is up. Is he going to run it? He's going to do this. Running in and Omni Slashing onto 4. Going to just land on the Wolves though, but the Rax could be going down. Jules has pulled back, rejoined the fight. The Rax is going to be taking a fall. A Ultimate now flying through, going to land only onto Jules. And oh, that team fight there. Not a good one for Titan. And now this could be the Roshan as well. Can they defend this with no buybacks? This is a spot where Titan are really, really stuck. If they try and team fight and they lose, they are pretty much going to lose the game. They cannot afford to die with no buybacks on the heroes. And there you go, Aegis and Cheese. Cheese onto Jules, so he's going to be hard to kill. Aegis on to the Razor. He's already got a heart. He's already hard to kill. Whew. Well, here comes the last stand. Of course, like I said, if Titan win a fight with no buybacks on the Radiant, and at the moment there's only 2 with buyback, they can pretty much just dive down the mid lane and just end the game. Oh, but stun coming out from Extinct he has. Oh no, he's going to die. No buyback on him. That's 54 seconds onto him. KY now popping the BKB, diving in. They're trying to take down anyone. Jules can be the target of choice. No, it looks like Rasto is just sitting in the bushes there. He's going to go down. Or is he? Maybe yes, I don't know. He is going to go down. Now the Omni Slash coming through, landing only onto the units, but it doesn't really matter. Ohio's in trouble. KYXY is dead. That's 2 minutes onto him. Boxy's going to be taking a fall. Ohio is still barely surviving, but Jules going to blink in. Now Jules is going to be able to get the kill. That's 2 Raxes down. They're pinging out the base. After the buybacks, there's no way they can really respawn in time. And yep, that's the GG being called out. Titan going to be losing the first game, guys. Click and Search just took a huge lead from the beginning. We can't see it anymore, but it was just a lead. They barely even dropped it. Only a couple of bad team fights. They didn't give a Titan a chance, and they're going to take game 1. But it is a best of 3. 2 WD for sponsoring this tournament, as well as DapBet.net esports betting. And thanks to Joe Talk for very kindly allowing me to cast this. So like I said, we've got 1, if not 2 more games coming up, so I'll see you guys there. Bye.